Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel and today I'll be telling you guys how I fake tan. I've only been fake tanning for about a year, but I really do like fake tanning because although I can get naturally tan in the sun, I do have a family history of skin cancer and I really would prefer not to ever get that. And fake tanning is a way that I can kind of feel more comfortable, look more glowy and everything like that without having to deal with those sort of implications, I guess. I have had quite a few questions about what fake tan I do use, how I apply it, all those sorts of things. So today I thought I would show you exactly how I fake tan. So first things first, the fake tan that I use is Loving Tan. I have used a few brands and Loving Tan is definitely my favorite. I love Loving Tan. You can purchase it online and I think you can purchase it in some stores as well. Like I've seen it in Dish and stuff. I'm wearing it right now, as you probably assumed, and I just feel so nice and bronzed and I love it so much. I also do use the Loving Tan Mitt because I find it the best quality one that I've tried so far. It doesn't shed, it doesn't leave marks on my skin or anything like that, and it's really thick and really good quality, and I just really like their products. I wouldn't recommend them to you guys if I didn't love them and if I didn't use them myself. So before you can actually get into the fake tanning stage, you have to do a little bit of preparation. So for me, I like to do my preparation like the night before because I feel like it just makes my tan look the best and I get the best results from doing that. So the night before I want to fake tan, or even just the day before I want to fake tan, I have a hot shower and I just stand under really hot, like as hot as you can stand, running water for a couple of minutes. And then I also take my Loving Tan exfoliator mitt because it's so easy to use. Like I have used exfoliating gloves in the past, but like the Loving Tan mitt is literally designed to take off your old fake tan and all the dead skin and stuff. So I just really like it. So I just use that to exfoliate all of my old fake tan off if I still have some old fake tan on, or just to exfoliate all of the dead skin off of myself. And then after that, I'll just shave and do all that type of stuff. And then I may even use another like more gentle exfoliator just to make sure everything is completely off my skin. There is no tan, no dead skin, no nothing, and I'm squeaky clean. And then I will hop out of the shower, dry myself, and go to bed. Then the next morning I will wake up. I like to do my tan in the morning because I like to use the 2-hour express from Loving Tan just because I find it more convenient and easier for myself and my routine. So what I'll do is I'll wake up, I'll have a quick shower and like rinse off in cold water. This is also another big tip. If you don't have time to prepare or you forget to prepare the night before and like shave and everything else the night before, you can still shower and shave and exfoliate in the morning. But what I do suggest is that you have a cold shower right at the end. So do all your stuff, shave, exfoliate, all that sort of stuff, and then just stand under cold, as cold as you can handle it, running water for a few minutes just to close all of your pores. So when you do apply the tan, it won't go into your pores and you won't have a spotty tan because that doesn't look that cute. But by having the shower the night before, all of your pores should be closed by the morning, so you don't need to worry about that. So after I've had a quick cold shower and rinsed off, I'll dry myself and then I will start to apply the tan. Like I said, I like to use the Loving Tan 2-hour express. I use the color dark and this is the effect that I get from it. I am too scared to use ultra dark, but it is completely up to you. And then what I do is I pump a couple of pumps onto the Loving Tan mitt and I apply it to different sections of my body. So obviously one section at a time. So I don't really have a specific way of doing this. I may start on my arms, I may start on my legs, whatever I am feeling. So I will just apply it to my arms and I will rub it in a circular motion. This just prevents any streaking from happening, and make sure you do this in front of a mirror just so that you can see where you have tanned and where you haven't tanned, so you don't have any white patches or anything like that. Then of course I'll do the same thing to my legs in circular motions, adding a few pumps at a time just because I don't want to add pumps everywhere and then it will dry before I can blend it in. And I'll just blend it in circular motions into my skin, one section at a time as per usual. Then another tip that I have for you guys is to grab an old makeup brush. So it can be any sort of kabuki, fluffy sort of brush, anything like this, whatever you have kind of lying around, and then just go over your skin and buff the tan in just to make sure there is definitely no streaks. This is just such a handy little tip. It doesn't take too long. Even when I go and get my spray tans, the lady who I go to makes me do this with her brush. It makes me like blend it all in to make sure there's no streaks or no spots or like no excess tan anywhere, and it just makes it look great. So after I've applied one layer to my whole body, sometimes I like to apply 2 layers. If I'm going for a dark tan or like a heavy tan, which is like what I'm wearing right now, this is like 2 layers. Sometimes I'll apply 3, like I might apply 3 layers on my legs or something like that. But if I just want a really natural tan, like I don't have any sort of special event to go to and I just want to feel a little bit more tanned and a little bit less pale. And by the way, there is nothing wrong with being pale. I am pale 90% of the time, but if you do just want that little bit of extra color, you can add 1 layer to look a bit more natural or a few layers to look a bit darker, especially if you've got like some sort of event coming up, which I had a few 18ths to go to this weekend, which is why I put on a bit more of a heavy fake tan. And then after I've applied my tan, I will just pop on something that is really loose fitting and doesn't really hug onto anything. If you do wear tight clothes, it can disrupt your tan, make it patchy. So I like to just pop on my cotton on body robe just because it's super comfortable and super easy to wear and it's not tight fitting at all. You also want to try and stay away from any situations where you might sweat or get wet because that will completely ruin your tan. That's one of the reasons I really like the 2-Hour Express tan from Loving Tan, because I can just pop it on, watch a movie or a couple of episodes of a Netflix show and then I can wash it off already. But if I am doing a normal tan where I have to leave it on to like 6 to 8 hours, I will just apply it and go and sleep in it. You do have to be aware that your sheets may get a little bit brown, but you know, you have to make some sacrifices to look like a bronzed goddess, if you know what I mean. So I will just chill out for a couple of hours, eat some food, watch some TV, maybe do a bit of editing, and then I will hop back into the shower and just stand under some warm running water. You don't want to scrub yourself with any brushes or loofahs or anything like that because the tan is quite fresh and you don't want to disrupt that. And you also don't want to use any body washes or anything like that. You literally just want to stand under the running water. Then I will hop back out of the shower and I will pat myself dry with a towel. Like I said, the tan is still quite fresh and you don't want to disrupt it. So by like brushing the towel up and down like this, it could disrupt it, but by patting it just gently on top of your skin, you may take a couple minutes longer, but it won't disrupt the tan or anything like that. Then once I am dry, I like to add a moisturizer. Any sort of moisturizer is fine, just to make sure that my tan stays looking fresh and doesn't go crusty or patchy or crack or anything like that. And then I'll just pop my clothes on and I am ready to go. As for maintaining my tan, I like to moisturize at least once a day, maybe twice a day, like morning and night, just to make sure, like I said, it doesn't go gross or dry or crusty or anything like that, and it just stays looking lovely and golden. But that is basically all I do. I feel like it sounds like a really long process and it's really not that bad, but I love the way a tan looks, especially if I've got an event to go to. It just makes me feel that little bit more confident. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video and hopefully it may have helped a couple of you guys. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I will leave the link to the Loving Tan website down below in case you guys want to check out any of their products because I absolutely love them, as I've said. But other than that, I will see you guys in my next video very soon. Goodbye.